In 1922, on a remote German farm, 6 people were brutally murdered. No one heard a thing. No suspect was ever caught. But the most disturbing detail: the killer didn't leave right away. He stayed inside the house with the bodies 4 days. This is the story of the Hinterkaifeck murders, Germany's most chilling, unsolved crime. Hinterkaifeck was a small, isolated farmstead near Munich, surrounded by dense forest. The Gruber family lived there. Andreas and his wife Cecilia, their widowed daughter Victoria, and her 2 young children, Cecilia and Joseph. They also had a new maid, Maria Baumgartner. In the days leading up to the crime, Andreas Gruber told neighbors about strange occurrences. He found a set of footprints in the snow leading from the forest to the farm, but none leading away. He heard footsteps coming from the attic. A set of house keys went missing. Their previous maid had quit just months before, claiming the farm was haunted. Despite these warning signs, the family stayed. They didn't call the police. They just carried on with their daily lives, unaware of the horror that was about to unfold. On the night of March 31st, 1922, the killer struck. It's believed that, one by one, members of the family were lured into the barn. Andreas, his wife Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, and her 7-year-old daughter Cecilia were all killed there. The weapon was a mattock, a heavy farming tool that belonged to the farm. Later that night, the killer entered the house and murdered the maid, Maria, in her bedchamber, and the 2-year-old Joseph in his cot. There were no signs of a struggle outside the barn, and robbery wasn't the motive. Cash and valuables were left completely untouched. Days went by. The family wasn't seen at church. The children missed school. Neighbors started to worry when they saw smoke coming from the chimney and noticed the farm animals were still being fed, but no one was around. Finally, on April 4th, a search party went to the farm. Inside the barn, hidden beneath some hay, they made the gruesome discovery. The bodies of the family were stacked on top of one another. The bodies of the maid and the baby were found inside the house. And then, investigators realized something truly terrifying. Someone had been living in the house, asterisk after asterisk the murders. They had cooked meals in the kitchen, tended to the livestock, and even stoked the fire. The killer had stayed 4 days. The investigation was massive. Police questioned over 100 suspects, but nothing led to an arrest. Theories pointed to a jealous neighbor, a mysterious handyman, or even a secret lover of Victoria's. The murder weapon was found in the attic, but fingerprinting technology was in its infancy. Worse, the crime scene had been completely contaminated by curious villagers who walked all over the property before police could secure it. One key suspect died before he could be questioned, while others had solid alibis. With no witnesses, no confession, and no conclusive evidence, the case eventually went cold. The police files were closed. Even decades later, modern investigative techniques, including DNA analysis on skulls that had been preserved, failed to identify the killer. To this day, the Hinterkaifeck murders remain a complete mystery. We'll likely never know who walked into that farmhouse, committed one of Germany's most brutal crimes, and then simply vanished back into the shadows, as if they were never there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real crimes and mysteries the world still can't explain.